Episode 21, Joseph and Romane, the Stream Dam. It was a summer morning, just the way Joseph and Romane loved them so much. The sky was blue, the cicadas were already singing, and the air smelled of lavender warmed by the sun. They'd been spending their vacation at home for a few days, and an idea was running through their heads. "Come on," said Romane, grabbing her brother's hand. "I've got the buckets and the shovels. We're going to build a dam in the stream at the bottom of the garden." Joseph enthused. "But that's forbidden, isn't it?" "Dad said we're allowed as long as we don't turn off the water completely and don't disturb the animals. It's just for playing." The stream in question was just a thin trickle of water winding through the wild grasses below the orchard. But for Joseph and Romane, it was a wild river, a magical stream, full of tadpoles and promise. They went down with their makeshift tools, collected stones, pieces of bark, an old plastic tub, and a plank. Arriving at the stream's edge, they sat down for a moment to observe. "Look," said Joseph, pointing to a natural hollow in the bank. "If we build the dam here, the water will rise and form a pool. And then we can build a small channel for the overflowing water, like in real dams," added Romane seriously. The work began. They piled up pebbles, wedged sticks between them, and filled the holes with mud. Romane, balancing on a flat stone, held out the materials Joseph was placing downstream. "Careful, don't move too much," he shouted. "You'll fall." "I've got it under control," replied Romane. But just then, her foot slipped, and plop! She landed in the stream with a loud splash. She stood motionless for a moment, her bottom in the cool water, before bursting out laughing. Joseph, also laughing, helped her up. "Let's say it was the dam's christening," he said, smiling. After an hour, their construction began to bear fruit. Water was slowly accumulating behind the dam. A small pool was forming, where a few tadpoles could already be seen exploring. "Mission accomplished," declared Romane proudly. "It's Lake Joseph and Romane." But water also began to seep under part of the dam. "We need to reinforce this," said Joseph, pointing to a hole. "Otherwise the whole thing will collapse." They started piling, digging, and tamping down again. At that moment, their father arrived with a big smile and 2 glasses of syrup. "So, engineers, are we making hydroelectricity?" "Not yet," Joseph replied, "but soon." "What you've done is great," their father said, kneeling down to observe. "You know that's how we learn to understand nature. Playing with water is very serious." He handed them the glasses. They drank deeply, observing their work. "We even built a channel for the excess water," Romane said. "So it doesn't overflow." "Clever, Romane," their father replied. "You could even add a small lock if you want to regulate the level." "Do you know what a lock is?" Romane shook her head, curious. Their father explained while drawing in the mud. Then he let them resume their work. The rest of the afternoon was spent in intense concentration. Joseph carved a rudimentary sluice system with a piece of bark and 2 pebbles. Romane decorated the pond with flowers and placed a small raft made of matches. "This will be the Explorer Tetard's boat," she announced. The sun was already setting when they decided the dam was finished. The water now formed a deep pool where golden reflections danced. They sat on the bank, their bare feet in the water. "It's so beautiful," Joseph murmured. "We should protect it." "Yes," Romane replied. "It's a secret place now. We don't tell anyone about it. Only among ourselves." A complicit silence fell. Then Romane added, "Do you think there are fish in this stream?" "Maybe. And if there aren't any, we'll draw some." They ran to get their sketchbooks and lay down in the grass, drawing imaginary fish, friendly aquatic monsters, and funny creatures. The dam was becoming, on paper, a populated kingdom. When their mother called them for dinner, they looked at each other, a little sad to be leaving. "We'll come back tomorrow," said Joseph. "And we'll improve the sluice. And we'll build a watchtower," added Romane. "To watch for the imaginary beavers." They went back up to the house, muddy, their hair covered in twigs, but happy as only children who have built a world can be. The damming of the stream was more than a game. It was an adventure, an invention, a promise of summer.